Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Wide Bay area in Queensland, Australia. Today I will be sharing with you a card that I'm going to make for a sketch challenge over on the World Card Making group on Facebook. I decided that I would grab out the gingerbread and peppermint products from this suite that's in the July to December mini catalogue, and for my project I will be using both the stamp set and the dies, and then I've also grabbed the gingerbread and peppermint memories and more cards and envelopes. Okay, and this catalogue is available until possibly the end of December. I'm just seeing there's no date on here, but 3rd of January, there you go. 3rd of January is the last day that you can buy from that catalogue. Okay, so I will be using the frosted gingerbread stamp set, the sentiment, as well as this border image here, and the dies. I've already taken the dies out, the bauble die, and I've also grabbed out the birds and branches stamp set, and I want to use this branch down here. Now if you don't have this stamp set, look at what you have in your stash. There may be some foliage or some other branch stamp that's very similar to this, or just leave it out completely. I'm using it because I'll show you my card. This is the card that we'll be recreating. I just didn't want my baubles to be kind of floating, so I wanted to have something there to make it appear as though they're actually hanging from something. But yeah, I'll grab that back in a moment. Okay, what else do we need? Because we're using photopolymer stamps, I really recommend that you use a stamping pierce mat. If you don't have one of these, grab the foam mat out of your Stamparatus, or even an old mouse pad would do the job. You will definitely need a paper trimmer. You'll need a, I'll leave that over here. A bone folder to crease that score line. A take-a-pick tool might come in handy. Pair of tweezers might come in handy. Adhesive of choice, which is Tombow for me, but whatever you prefer using. You will need mini glue dots and dimensionals. So for our stamping, we will need early espresso ink. And then if you want to add a highlight to your little branch, grab out your stamping chalk marker, and we'll add a bit to the top of that after we stamp it. You'll also need the Simply Elegant trim in the silver. You'll need enough to make 3 bows. I've already cut mine. Normally I wouldn't do that, but for the sake of the video, I've cut my little strands. Okay, cardstock. You will need a card base out of grey granite. Mine measures 4 1/8 by 11 inches, and then I've scored it at 5 1/2. Now I normally have my score line at 5 3/4, but because this front is just a little bit shorter, it just didn't look right, so I've shortened my card front. For the inside of your card, if you want to write on white rather than the color, you'll need a basic white cardstock. measuring 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. For the little half mat here, I'm using real red cardstock, and mine measures 3 7/8 by 2 3/4. This is left over from the cards that I did for World Card Making Day, and I thought I might as well use them up. So we will show you, and we'll trim that down in a moment and use just that the cinnamon cider bit. You'll need a scrap of vellum large enough to die cut 2 full baubles. 1, 2. You'll need a piece of basic white scrap that's big enough for 2 detailed baubles, as well as a full one. Okay, so we will trim this down, and pretty much I've just eyeballed it. No measuring, because who has time for that? And I kind of line up the edge of the scallop to this edge here on my trimmer, and pretty much just like that. No measuring, just and you can use those pieces if for something else down the track. Keep them, or if you don't do scraps, throw them out. So there's that piece. Put that over there. I'll just put this to the side. Okay, and we might do our stamping to start with. So you'll need your scrap of white, and this one, and your branch. Somewhere here is my early espresso. So to stamp your branch, this is a lot wider than the piece of cardstock or the trimmed down card front. So I'm just going to ink pretty much to here, and you can measure it and just see if that's going to work, and if not, you can add a bit more, but don't go too far to the edge because you don't need that. So I'm just, oh no, and I need, sorry guys, forgot my, after me telling you to use it, I forgot to use it. Right. Oops, come down a bit, something like that, and we're going to stamp that. Okay, and we're also going to, while we've got our ink out, we will stamp our sentiment. Now you need to pretty much go into the center because we're going to die cut this out. All right, so into the center. Okay, and we will get out the little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Perfect for this. Line it up like so. Does that look straight? And we'll just run that through. And then we have And there we have our sentiment that's been stamped on the bauble. Now I went ahead and I've already die cut out the other ones that we need. So there's two full vellum ones and then the detailed ones, and we're going to glue them on. I'll close my stamp pad because that's just asking for trouble. Okay, so we're going to glue this on with Tombow, and with just the tiniest of tiniest pressure squeezing, we're going to just add, oh, too much. We're going to just add little drops of glue. When I say easy, it's been sitting upside down, so it's all coming out. And it's just a new bottle too, so it really is all coming out. So when there's a bigger spot in your die cut, just add a little bit of glue. And this is where I like to get my tweezers. Sorry guys. And I'm going to start at the top. And then just, oh, haven't got that straight. But that'll do. Oops, must be a little bit of glue on my finger. There's one. And my thumb. Everything's sticking to me. And again, I might just tiny little bit of pressure, tiny little dots of glue. Ugh, way too much. Of course, because I'm videoing, right? Okay. And we'll just pick this up, my vellum. There we go. There we are. Right, so there's your 3 baubles. Now hopefully this is dried just a little bit, and we're just going to add a little bit of Stampin' chalk marker across the top, just to maybe give it, if I can get it to right. It's not going to work for me. Oops, sorry. No. I think my chalk marker has died. Nope, we're not going to go with that idea. I might just stand it up so that it drains to the end. Okay, right, we'll put my, no, we'll leave that. What else do we need to do? Stamping's done. I think we just get everything and we will assemble. Oh no, we've got to stamp the inside. Okay, for the inside of my card, I wanted to use this lace edging, and we're going to ink up. You don't need to ink up all of it, and then we're going to put that across the bottom. Oh, where's my foam pad? This is why you do all the stamping together. Like so. There we go. Straightish. Oof, straightish. Okay. Now I can put that away. Close that up. We will glue the red cardstock down first. And just put it down so that there's an equal border around the three sides. Okay, we will glue this down. Now you could attach this with dimensionals if you want, but I've already got dimensionals under one of the baubles, and I didn't want to add a second level because if you're posting, I'm just wary that it will cost too much. All right, so I've just stuck this down so it's equal top and bottom. It's a little bit narrower on the side, but for those of you in the US, it will probably even out, but for us here in Australia, our cardstock's a bit different, but that's how it is. All right, so now I'm going to make up my little bows and put them to the tops of my baubles. Make sure they're nice and tight, and we will snip that off. I'm nearly out of this, so I really need to grab some more, believe it or not. I use it quite a bit, especially at this time of year. Number 3. Pull in your tails. Nice and tight. Okay, now we need some glue dots. And for this, I will grab my take a pick tool and I'm just going to roll them and just add that to the top there. Again, I'm going to roll and add it to the top. Oh, don't. These things stick to everything, so you know they're going to work well. Oh. Oops. Okay, and it's just a matter of sticking our little bows to the top, like so. Oh, that's on upside down. It's okay. All right, now for this one I want to add dimensionals, and I think 2 will be fine. If you're a bit worried, you could add a couple more. But first of all, we're kind of going to like, we want them on a bit of a jointy angle, and then this one kind of under here like so. All right, so I'm going to do this one here first, gently squeezing your tombow, and we're going to put that down there like that. And we're going to do the same. Can you see? I hope you can see. I'm still on my L plates with videoing, so I kind of want to get this under here like so. And then this one we will take the backs off, and we will kind of add this like it's like so. There we go. Okay, we can fold this. Probably should have done that first. Match up your corners and grab your bow folder. It's underneath everything over here. All right, just crease that score line so it's nice and crisp. And then all we have to do, if you want to put a if you want to write on white, we can oops, that's things here everywhere. Add this in like so. Now I'm going to try, see if my pen will work. No, not really. I think I need a new one. Oh, no, here it comes. It's not the best. But anyway, just so there's a bit of highlight, give it a bit of dimension. I don't know whether you can see that. Much easier to do before you stick your baubles on. Anyway, you get the drift. So there we go. What do you think, guys? Thank you so much for popping in and joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this little card making session. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the challenge month. Okay, bye for now.